You remember 2008, the panic, the headlines, the disbelief. But the next collapse isn't coming. It is already happening, quietly, slowly, behind the walls of the same banks holding your life savings. We are not entering a recession. We are living through a secret bank run, engineered to stay invisible until it is too late. Today, we expose the coordinated financial cover-up designed to protect institutions, not you. And if you have more than $250,000 in a single savings account, you are already inside the risk zone. The illusion is that your bank is safe. The reality is that the foundation is cracking, and they know it. The first fault line is commercial real estate. The 2008 crisis was fueled by residential mortgages. The next crisis is fueled by empty office buildings. Across the United States, Canada, the UK, and Europe, millions of square feet of commercial real estate have become financial dead zones. Remote work gutted demand. Tenants vanished. Properties that once generated billions have turned into liabilities. Yet banks still hold trillions in loans tied to these collapsing assets. They cannot sell them. They cannot refinance them. They cannot admit the truth. Commercial real estate is the toxic asset of this decade, buried deep inside balance sheets, waiting to explode. When these loans implode, the banks tied to them go down next. The second fault line is the interest rate death spiral. Banks depend on depositors not demanding their money at the same time. But the real danger is hidden in long-term bonds. When interest rates surged at the fastest pace in modern history, the value of banks' bond portfolios collapsed. These unrealized losses are now hundreds of billions of dollars. They remain invisible only as long as depositors stay calm. But the moment withdrawals increase, banks are forced to sell these damaged bonds at enormous losses. Each sale accelerates the collapse. This is the interest rate death spiral. The more money people withdraw, the faster the bank bleeds out. But the system didn't just fail technically, it failed ethically. You are told your money is insured up to $250,000. You are told everything is safe. You are told not to worry. This is the deposit insurance myth. The truth is that insurance funds like the FDIC, CDIC, and FSCS hold only a tiny fraction of the deposits they claim to protect. If even a few major banks fail at the same time, the insurance pool evaporates instantly. It cannot save everyone. It was never designed to. Its real purpose is to prevent panic long enough for the system to protect itself. And when the insurance fails, the people above the threshold ooze first. But the deepest betrayal is not the technical failure or the insurance lie. It is the executive escape hatch. Weeks before a bank collapse becomes public, insiders trigger special compensation mechanisms that guarantee their payouts. They secure bonuses, severance packages, and personal protections while depositors remain in the dark. They walk away with millions while customers fight to reclaim their savings. They know the toxic assets are fatal. They know the bond losses are irreversible. They know the system cannot bail out everyone. So they protect themselves and let the collapse fall on the public. This is not a theory. This is standard operating procedure. Now comes the final revelation. Your savings are only safe if you make them safe. You cannot trust the government to rescue you. You cannot trust insurance programs to cover you. You cannot trust banks to tell you the truth. But you can protect yourself if you act before the crisis becomes visible. Never hold more than the insured limit in a single bank. Spread your deposits across multiple institutions. Keep significant funds only in banks that rely on traditional lending, not speculation. Maintain a 6-month reserve outside the banking system, in physical assets or short-term government securities. Investigate your own bank's exposure to commercial real estate and bond losses. Move early if you see signs of stress. And diversify part of your long-term wealth into secure, decentralized financial structures that are insulated from systemic banking failures. The next great collapse is not hypothetical. It is mathematical. It is structural. It is already unfolding. Your anger is justified. Your awareness is your weapon. Your action is your defense. For an exclusive list of the top 10 banks with the highest commercial real estate exposure, you must audit now. Click the first link in the description. Subscribe to the Hidden Wealth File, where we expose the lies behind global finance before they steal your life savings. If the system can fail, it will fail. Now you are ready.